Right, I hope everyone is able to rejoin now. I would like to welcome Joseph Pellicer from iVascular. Joseph will be presenting the next speech. Joseph, you have 20 minutes for your pitch. We suggest 10 minutes for the presentation and 10 minutes for the Q&A session. 2 minutes before the end of the hour time slot, I will let you know that the time is almost up. And once again, I would like to remind everyone that if you would like to get in touch with Joseph about iVascular, please let me know down in the chat, and I will facilitate the contact exchange. If you have your presentation ready, Joseph, whenever you're ready.
Okay, let me show how I can share my presentation. One moment.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
All right, we see it.
You see it?
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Let me do this. I think now it's okay.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So allow me to present myself. I'm Joseph Pellicer. I'm the Vice President of Sales for iVascular. A Spanish company is focused in cardiology and interventional radiology products. And let me start with the presentation. So iVascular was a company that was created in September 2010, let's say that, in 2010, in order to become a reference in the vascular business. We are focusing cardiology, medical devices, and radiology medical devices. And the people that were creating iVascular were people that have a long, let's say, history in the medical device manufacturers. No, so they are not. They know what they are doing. No, but they have a view, and they wanted to do it. And at the end, they create iVascular. No, so this year we are celebrating our 10th anniversary of the company. Although it's not the best moment, as you know, because the situation in worldwide is quite complex about the COVID situation that we are facing. But nevertheless, we are happy that we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. No? iVascular more or less has around 210 employees, and we have presence in 71 countries. No? Our headquarters is close to Barcelona. It's in a city called Sant Vicenç dels Horts, but is around 20 minutes outside of Barcelona driving. So it's very, very, very close. Let's say that we have 4 pillars that have been addressed all our business until today. No, one is the vertical integration. So let's say we control of the process of the product. We purchase the raw material, and then we do whatever. Let's say that we create the stent, we create the tubing, and after that we assembly and we deliver it to the different locations worldwide. No, but it was important that all is controlled by us. We are not outsourcing any process. No. The second is that we have our own technology. No, let's say that due to this vertical integration, all the machinery has been, let's say, created and updated by our technicians in order to be able to offer, let's say, the best quality and the best product as much as possible to the market. No. The third focus is the permanent innovation. So we are always trying to improve what we have and to create new products in order to cover the needs of the market and for the doctors. So we are always focused on this and in the presence in the market, in congresses with doctors. And the fourth pillar is, let's say, what we say, the self-financing. No, so we are not having any debts. So or what we are owning, let's say that, or earning is what we are investing in the new products that we are having. No, so everything is, let's say, trying to be as much independence as possible without any credit. No? So talking about vertical integration, as I was saying, so we develop our own stents. We create, let's say that, the tube, the raw material, we cut it, we do all the superficial treatment, and we clean it in order to deliver it to the manufacturer. From the catheters, we purchase the raw material, and in process like extrusion or injection in the plastic, we made all the components. And also, we design our own polymers in order to have as much as possible, let's say, the best delivery of the drugs or the carrier or whatever in the products that we are manufacturing, no? So as we were saying about the biopolymers, we have an R&D group, let's say that, and they are divided in stents and in medical or pharma polymers, let's say that, no? So we do our carrier polymers, we do our hydrophilic biopolymers, and we do as well our pharmacoactive biopolymers in order to have the best product as possible, no? If we talk about the proprietary technology that we have, so we have three main technologies that are the process of the coating. That one is the transfer tech, that is the coating technology regarding the drug-coated balloons. The transfer wise, that is the coating process in regards of the drug-eluting stents. And the iDRAS, that is our specific hydrophilic coating in order to have, let's say, the best products in, let's say, pushability and trackability that we can have in the market, no? Regarding the stents, we have the femto machines that are laser cut machines, and the fiber laser cuts is another technology that is as well to cut the stents without any bar inside in order to reduce as much as possible the different process in order to have a finished product, no? And also we have our own technology in electropolishing the devices, no? In regards of the quality system, we are trying to automatize as much as possible in order to avoid different mistakes. And what we have is different machinery that through, let's say, in artificial intelligence, they are checking all the products that we are doing, no? So we are, let's say, verifying 100% of all our stents with this visual artificial intelligence, let's say that, and they are comparing with let's say, a perfect stents, and they are comparing radius, thickness, angles, difference, 100%. So through comparison, and in 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, we check one stent in order to see if it's acceptable or not for delivery to our customers, no? And this is the way, no? Let's say, the proprietary technology and the vertical integration in order to assure as much as possible that the quality of the product is excellent, no? The third point, permanent innovation, no? So through to this vertical integration, and in order to have it, let's say, as much effective as possible, and with the opinion on the physicians about let's say, the feedback of the products, we are addressing our innovation, let's say, department in order to be as much, let's say, actualized as possible, no? And also we are having different collaborations with different companies, or let's say, or laboratories that are helping us worldwide, like Paris Tech in Paris, that are helping for different alloys. The clinic hospital in Barcelona, we have preference in order to do any preclinical animal studies. ADGES, that is another R&D fundraising, and TensorFar, that is a company for non-contact surface metrology in order to help us to deliver this machinery, let's say that, or the technology to check all the products with a visual artificial intelligence, no? Our actual situation, let's say, in the market, no? So we are present in 71 countries, okay, worldwide. Of course, what we want is to create, let's say, a strong collaboration with our partners worldwide. So this is why we have created what we call an e-partner program in order to exchange the best, let's say, practices that we have found in the market versus with the knowledge in the local market in order to create, let's say, or to develop a plan that can be successful in the introducing of our products in the different market, no? As I was talking, no? We are a Spanish company, so our main market is Europe. We have 51% of our total sales in Europe. We have a big, let's say, market as well in LATAM. The language is helping a lot because we are talking Spanish as well, 24%. And then in Middle East and Africa and Asia, that are, let's say, the latest markets in which we have entered. We are now working very hard in order to develop the ASEAN market, no? For us, the American market, let's say that the USA, that is the biggest market in the world, is a second step. and now we are working in order to get some data from Canada and to be able from Canada to enter in the USA and to get the FDA approval for our products. The future or strategy of the pipeline and where we are going. No? So let's say that today we are having a complete coronary line with drug-eluting stents, with bare metal stents, the drug-eluting balloons, a thrombus extractor, microcatheters, in peripheral as well, the 3 balloons with the 3 compatibility watt wires, the watt wire 14, 18, and 35, as well the drug-eluting balloons for 14, 18, 35, a bare metal stent, centrifugal stent, and also drug-eluting stent for below the knee, and a thrombus pulmonary extractor. No? So more or less, if you take this in count, so we have 18 products that have been developed in 8 years. So it's more or less around 2 products per year. So then this is a big, let's say, investment and effort from our team in order to put some products in the market. No? So what's next? No? So what's next, let's say that is in order to complete the actual portfolio in peripheral, we will have, or we already have a surgeon that is a support catheter. We have an advanced, let's say, evolution of the self-expandable stent that is Evolution Pro. And we also have a cover stent that is called a Restorograph, a balloon expandable cover stent. Regarding cardiology, we have improved the overangulite. We have get the CE mark for a scoring balloon. We have improved our drug-eluting balloon, and we are now having, let's say, the new lengths of the drug-eluting stage in order to go beyond. No? And what is important, we have received our first CE mark for our new product in the neuroradiology field. No? We have developed a line of products, around 6-7 products for stroke management. And this is the first product that we are receiving the CE mark in the next, we expect to complete in the next 2 years. So in 2021, we will receive around 2-3 products in regards of the CE mark. In 2022, we will complete all the range of products, no? But always focus in cardiology and radiology. No? We are not going out of this field because it's the knowledge and the know-how of the company. No? Another big step of the company in regards to the cardiology field. No? We have arrived to an agreement to a company called Navigate in the States in order to develop a TAVI and a tricuspid valve together. No? So they will have the knowledge of the managing of the pericardium. We have the knowledge of the self-expandable, let's say for the nitinol, sorry, and also for the delivery systems. And we are now, let's say, creating our products. No? We already have done 2-3 tests regarding the TAVI, and the tricuspid very soon they will start a clinical trial between the States and Europe in order to be able to apply for the CE mark in 2022 for both products. No? So in resume, let's say the vascular future is the neurovascular business, the structural heart, to complete the range of endovascular. We are trying to find a step or to check the vascular oncology market and enter in big countries like Japan and USA. No? So we are committed with the business. We are investing 20% of the revenues in R&D, 50% of the revenues in clinical trials, and 5% in marketing in order to aware and to create awareness of our company in the market. Let's say, no? And with this, thank you very much. Muchas gracias. What do we say in Spain?
Thanks a lot, Joseph. Very nice presentation. Great presentation. Thanks. So we have around 7-8 minutes left, and I would like to start the discussion with some following questions. So please, anyone, if you have a question to Joseph, feel free to ask.
Let me follow up a bit on the presentation. We have received most of the marketing materials from Joseph, so all you guys who want to get in touch, connect WhatsApp, and we will provide you with everything you need because we received everything needed for the presentation. Thank you, Joseph, by the way.
No, it's okay. So we have also a web called iVascular.global. So you want to check, we have different information about our products and different information about our clinical trials, more specific. And also, Christoph have received all the catalogs that we already have, so you can check it whenever you want. No? If you need anything else, through Christoph or through our website, you can find whatever you want. Let's say that.
Joseph, thank you very much. It was really a very professional summary of the company, and kudos to you guys. I mean, it's really impressive seeing the range of the products just within 10 years on the market. Very strong. Thank you. And question for the future. What do you see the biggest trends in the cardiology and radiology that you want to be following in next 3-5 years?
In next 3-5 years, well, it's a good question. In cardiology, I think the future will be a structural heart. All kind of valve, like tricuspid, like mitral, all the management of this, let's say, substitution or let's say reconstruction of valves, I think will be the big investment of the companies in the next 3-5 years. No? In regards of radiology, I think here we have two lines. No? One is the neuro line. I think the neuro line will gain a lot of, let's say, interest and relevance in the next 2 or 3 years. And if we go to the, let's say, radiology, but more in the vascular field, let's say that, the managing of the aorta, I think there are still some unmet needs that will be covered with products in the next 2 or 3 years, let's say that. No? So for me, these are the main, let's say, unmet needs or the main requirements of the market in the next 3-5 years.
Thank you, Joseph. And one very tactical, given the situation of the COVID and market being slowed down, we've seen the big shift towards to this digital exchange with the clients, clinicians, buyers. But what do you see it working for you well? What would be like, best tips and hints in cardiology, radiology that's working? We could steal with pride.
Well, this is a very nice and tricky question, to be honest, no? Well, to tell you the truth, I think if you talk with different doctors, let's say that, a lot of people are really, let's say, fed up, allow me to say that, or these kind of webinars, participating, they are always online, and the doctors needs to be with the patient, let's say that, no, in the hospital, no? So I don't think that this, let's say, relationship will be sustainable in the future, no? So I think it will be an hybrid model. You cannot substitute, let's say, a shake of hands by a Teams meeting. You will need to be there with the person in order to talk, in order to agree with the doctor what's happening, to understand everything. But for sure, it will not be needed, let's say, every day, no? So I think it will be an hybrid model. I don't know if it will be 50% or 60-40. But I'm sure that due to this situation, a lot of people will reconsider, let's say, that the kind of model of business that they are having, but it will be, at the end, it will be an hybrid one.
Thank you. We all learning. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, learning by doing. Learning by suffering. Let's say. So I don't know if there is any question or anything that
we have 2 minutes left. So if there is some more questions, please feel free to ask.
Let me ask you one more question, because you got quite a significant global presence now. Are there any specific markets where you want to enter, so you can potentially guide our audience?
Well, as I was saying, no, we are, as a Spanish company, the first, let's say, the natural growth is in Europe, let's say that, because it's easy. And as a Spanish company, the second one is Latin America. No, we speak the same language, except Brazil, but Portuguese is quite similar to the Spanish, no. But now, today, that we have a big presence around 71 countries, what we want to focus, let's say, that in the two big markets that we have in the world, no? That is the United States and Japan. No? So we are having now a strong collaboration with one Japanese company in order to be able to get the shonin, that is like the registration in Japan. It's quite advanced everything. So I think we will submit all the documentation in the next days. And after that, we are planning to enter the United States, let's say, to get the FDA. No? But first, we want to have, let's say, the rest of the world, let's say, control it before to go to the biggest market with a lot of, let's say, requirements that we need to be sure that we can fulfill. No?
Thank you.
I have a question. As a J&J distributor, we know these products well, of course, under the Excordis brand, which of course was then sold off. So we're looking for a portfolio to fill in this in these boots in the Maghreb region. So you know, what is your strategy when you're entering markets with such a portfolio and playing against the large multinational brands today, the Cardinal Health, the Abbott, etc. What is your strategy? You talk about entering the US. What would your strategy be for entering the US?
For entering the US, let's say we are talking. We didn't take any strategy to enter in the US yet. Let's say that, no. But let's say to enter in the markets today, in any market, as you were saying, in Europe, no. And I agree with you that the big ones, let's say that, the American companies like Johnson & Johnson, Abbott, Medtronic, this kind of companies that are monsters, are trying to control everything. So there are, let's say, Medtronic in some countries, they have let's say, their own logistic platform to deliver to the hospital, no? But to be honest, what we are facing or we was seeing is that doctors and, let's say, purchasing people from different hospitals, at the end, they have realized that they cannot give the power to one company that can control their logistics, their prices, everything, no? So what we are facing is that there are a lot of hospitals, let's say that, in a lot of countries, that they want, let's say, to return to control as much as possible their business, their daily business, no? They don't want to get married with, let's say, with a company forever, no? They want to see what is going on and what are the new improvements, what are the new tendencies and everything, no? And this is what we are trying to approach or to give, no? We consider that we have products that at least are as good as our competitors. I don't want to say better because I don't want to let's say, to say something that I cannot prove, okay? But at least our clinical trials, what have shown to us is that our products are as good as the ones that are already in the market, no? So as you were saying, we're trying to be honest. We're trying to offer different clinical trials to participate for the customers. And what we are searching is people that can join or that can help us to develop our project. Let's say that we don't try to sell products, we try to sell a project.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Joseph, for the presentation and for the comments. This concludes the first half of today. Now we have scheduled a lunch break, and after the lunch break at 1:30, you can look forward to 4 more.
Lunch break now?
Yes.
Wow, this is like breakfast here, more or less.
Right. Anyway, in I guess the rest of Europe,
You can have a sangria instead.
Siesta.
Right. So for the southern countries, siesta. And 1:30, you can look forward to 4 more companies presenting. The first one will be Milliken from the US, talking about their wound care portfolio, followed by Sanukan talking about the CBD portfolio.